Me. Hello guys, and welcome to WOR Tier 4. Oh, and I've just been disconnected. What a start. Well, I'm here today with Zaki. Say hello. Well, yeah, I've been disconnected already, so this has got off to a flying start for today's session. Anyone out on track yet? Okay, all good. That sounds good. The first car. Oh. Let's load back into the lobby, and we shall be on our way. There we go, we're in. Let's go. So, I'm spectating Chris at the minute. Many drivers now out on track. Yes, definitely, there will be doing bankers. Yeah, it's quite new to the game. Well, the second of the 3 tracks that were added. Fun track. Lot of turns. A lot of annoying ones, especially Aqua Minerale. We're gonna go on board with Blair as he's going down into turn 1, braking as the curb starts. Turning left to right, up in 5th gear, gets a bit wide on the exit here. As he's going down now into the Vilnius chicane at 50 metres, brakes down to 6th. Again, not the best, a bit messed up there, shall I say. Into the hairpin, manages to get that all nice and neat, maybe a bit further away from the exit. As we're going down into the fast, he uses the curb, fast left, down to 5th, goes a bit wide, doesn't invalidate there. Got a bit of an escape there, going down into Aqua Minerale. 4th gear, all gets a bit loose on the exit. Rossi gets out the way nice and neatly. We're going to see what happens as he goes into the chicane. Gets that perfect. Oh, but he gets a bit loose on the exit again. That's the noticed. Here, he's getting very loose on these on this set of mediums. Going down into the first regraptor, as you were saying. Blair keeps a tight line. 16-4. Good start there by the Aston Martin driver. Fairly goes up to 2nd with an 18-4. Good lap there by the McLaren. Oh, and Valet. 15-8. Yeah, brilliant start for them for the 2 Aston Martins. Let's try. On the exit of Aqua Minerale, one of the hardest corners on this track to get the traction on, and it seems he has not done it very well. Chris. Oh, and yes, it's very difficult. As TD goes fastest by 0.3 of a second. Brilliant lap there. Just brilliant lap. Oh, and then Matt goes fastest by another 0.2. Oh, but he is on the softs, so we'll put that in mind. He is on the softs. Yeah, so either he made many mistakes on that lap, or it was just the quickest he could maybe go so far. Is there anyone else on the lap? There's Callum. No, he's invalidated. Listen next. That blocking man. Rossi's not on the lap. Jaffa's not on the lap. Evan up to third with a 15.8 on 2 lap hold softs, so probably not the greatest of laps. Taking quite, yeah, into the final braking zone now. Yeah. Oh, he's backed off a bit there. I think he might be starting a new run, you know. Yeah, he definitely is. As he comes across, yeah, he's on 90% battery. He's starting a new run. We'll stay on board with him for the rest of this lap. As we're going down into turn 1 again, braking very nicely, getting the car turned in a bit wide, but he's kept it nice and tight through the corners. As we're going into the Vilnius chicane, gets that stop beautifully. As what's he going to set for a sector 1? A 24.3, 4 tenths quicker than his last lap, which he started up again. As we're going down, up into the fast left-hander, uses the grass just like Blair, down into 4th gear this time, and he manages to get the car perfectly on the edge into Aqua Minerale. Down to 3rds, a bit wide from the apex, and he's invalidated. He's invalidated. Evan goes P1. Oh, so it seems he could probably go faster. If he's on the fresher tyres. So that's a very good lap there by Evan, with the time he has in hand. Everyone else really in the pit lane. Callum, he's on a lap, I want to say. Is on a lap here into Aqua. He gets that very, very nice through Aqua Minerale there. Into the chicane now, down to 3rd. Oh, he misses the first apex a bit due to a lock-up. We'll see what goes on through the next part of the lap. Into the Ravazzas. Can he gain back enough time? And he also spun. Yes, could he get into the top 10? 6. Decent lap there. Decent lap to put him up there, especially on the 3-lap old mediums. And Blair, I think, is the first soft runner to start his lap that has just come out. Yes, he is. Blair is the first soft runner on his 2nd run. We're going down into turn 1. Oh, he invalidates turn 1. He cut too much of the first apex and has to now back off, maybe recharge the batteries and go again if he doesn't wear the tyres down too much. And Jaffa starts his lap. Jaffa's now on his lap. Let's see if we don't keep the curse up here. We're going down into turn 1. Let's see what line he takes. He takes a pretty distant line from the curb there. He didn't really utilise it too much. Going into Villeneuve, let's see what happens here. He uses a lot of curb. It's a bit slower. Not the greatest, but a 24.3 in the first sector. That's not a bad first sector. Let's hit as Jaffa now going up the hill into the fast left-hander. Down to 5th. Oh, he's a bit wide from the apex. He's have to let off the throttle on the exit to get the car slowed and turned in. He did keep it valid, to be fair. Aqua Minerale uses 4th gear. Not much we've really seen in this session so far. Into the chicane. Oh, but he gets a bit loose on the exit. Commentator's curse there. Commentator's curse there by Zaki. Fairly goes quickest with a 15.0. Let's have a look. Will Jaffa go fastest? No, P4. It looked like he messed up his first Ravazza a bit there. It seems that he broke a bit too early, so he had to put a bit more throttle down to get more momentum through the corner. Who is next on a lap? It was Barney, but he backed off. So it's going to be the Alpine. Oh, and Sem spun at the hairpin. That's another bad traction point for some people. Oh, and Filet goes fastest with a 14.6. I was trying to find who was next. I was looking at the mini-map, I saw the Aston Martin come across the line, and he sets a 14.6. 4 tenths quicker than the rest of the field so far. Brilliant lap so far by him. Could he maybe snatched his pole position? Oh, but Blair! Another Aston Martin 1-2. That is about 12 thousandths. No, 1200, sorry, between them two. Fat Blocky Man a 14.4. Brilliant lap. Barney jumps up to 5th with a 15.1. It's so hard to keep up with drivers around this track because it's so short. So once you finish a lap, it's hard to see who's next. LG. Yep. That is very true. 3 drivers still need to settle up. It looks like some of them have crashed and invalidated a bit. LG is starting to move up, yeah? Oh yeah, he definitely is. He's on fresh softs. No, Alpha backs off. Manages to get out the way. Oh, and TD goes faster than 14.4. Again, extremely close. We'll go back on board with LGS if he's still doing his lap. It doesn't. The braking. He's still on his way around. The braking seems a bit weird, but it could be his braking style. So we're going into the chicane. Gets that very nice actually, using a lot of the curb, which is the quickest line through the chicane. We're going to see what happens as he comes down into the first Rabatza, braking at the black box, going down to 4th, into the second Rabatza, staying in 4th, getting a... Oh, and he's lost... Oh, he's got a bit loose on the exit. A 15.5. Yeah, that could have been a lot better lap if he just managed to pull it off. That could have probably put him up into P like 8 or something if he didn't just put too much power down on the exit and drop the rear. I think everyone's coming into the pits now. So we're gonna... True, he did spin on his first soft lap, I think, of the session. So he's yeah, so he's not got a listen next, which he should be happy about. He's just probably warming up the tyres, pushing them a bit, see what the car can do for now. Yeah, and also see, yeah, TD on top still. We'll see Sem. Blair's also out on his out lap. Ads isn't on a lap. What about Fairley? Fairley's on a lap, going into the fast left-hander. He gets a good corner there. Doesn't use too much of a curb on the exit. Into Aqua Minerale, down to 4th, 3rd. Gets good power and traction there on the exit. Again, we're going into the chicane. How much curb? Oh, and there was a good chicane as well, using plenty of curb. So this could be a contender for either top 3 or even pole, depending how much time is left in this lap. Going down into the first Ravatsa, down to 3rd. Back up to 4th, short shifting. Back down to 3rd, up to 4th again. Good exit. He's going to open the DRS. What would he set? A 14.5. P3 there for Fairley, the AlphaTauri driver. That was a good lap from what we saw. Very clean, very respectable. We'll go back on board with Sem as he's now going down into Aqua Minerale. Let's see what he does through here. Late braking. He's gone to 4th. Oh, but he went a bit wide. Went a bit wide, but didn't. Go on. I've just been informed in the chat that our quality time is a minute behind of what the drivers is. So that's a glitch within the game. So that's not very good. So it's actually 3:30 the time. As now, Sem coming across the line. What would he set? A 14.7 goes up to P6. Respectable lap time there from the Red Bull driver. It looks like he might be going again, actually. Yeah, he is going again. Very aggressive through the first 2 corners. Very good as well. Let's go into Vilnius. Braking late, managing to get the car stopped. That was absolutely beautiful. He's up by 0.04 of a second. Oh, but he gets a bit wide there at Tozer. Let's see Jaffa keeping out the way. Very respectful there by the Williams. Going into the fast left, using a lot of curb on the inside and on the outside. Kept that within the track limits. Here comes Aqua Minerale. Will he improve it? Because he went a bit off last time. He has, but has that lost him any times? He hasn't carried as much momentum through the corner. It has. He's down by a 10th. Over the chicane. 4th. Oh, he's lost it on the rear. Good save. Good save there. That's it. That might be. I think that's it for E-Session if our time is a minute behind. Because it would be 2:20 right now. So yeah, it looks like that's the end of this session for Sem. Unless his team can do a wonder and get him back out in time. Matt is on the lap now in P9. Let's see how far. He's ahead actually. You keep an eye on Blair, I keep an eye on Matt. There's cars getting out the way of each other. And actually, Matt apparently just set the fastest first sector of anyone. So this could be a brilliant lap here by Matt if he has more time in this lap through the middle and final sector. I am keeping an eye on this lap. Blair 2 up. More time in that final sector. Matt, I didn't see his middle sector, no. I should have saw that. I was too busy focusing on Blair. Matt's coming up to a bit of traffic. Oh, Sam's retired. And Blair goes provisional pole with a 14.3. Let's see what Matt can do. 4th with a 14.5. A decent lap there. That blocking man was on the lap as well. He's up by 800, so nearly a 10th up. This would put him on pole. No, he wouldn't put him on pole if he's a 10th up. It'll put him 2nd place right now. But if he can improve the lap, let's see what he can do through the fast left-hander. He's absolutely got that nicely. Beautiful. Aqua Minerale 4th. Nice traction again. Ooh. Fat blocky man though is 2/10 up. He's up by... This could be pole position here for the Mercedes driver for the 2nd week in a row, I want to say. I think it is. I think it is the 2nd week in a row. He won last week's race. He's gone a bit wide at the first Ravazza on the exit, but it didn't invalidate his lap. DRS now for Fat Blocky Man, and it's pole position! Provisional pole as a 14.2 sees him top the time sheets so far. TD's invalidated. Let's see about Fairley. I don't think he's on the lap. Will Fairley have enough actually? Let's see. Oh, but got a bit blocked there. Fairley. Valet, does he have enough? No, Peter, only just. That is very close there by Valet. It looks, as it stands, it looks like a Fat Blocky Man pole. Fairly got blocked on his lap. That could go down to the stewards. Phoenix is up by 0.02 of a second. This could be maybe be between the 2nd pole and the grid, really, between P10 and 11. He doesn't really want to be P10. He comes to the line now. Here goes P9. Tom Clark's validated. Callum not on the lap. Evans not on the lap. LGS, he's down by 0.2 in the first sector. We'll go on board with him. Yeah. Barney's not on the lap. No, Barney's not on the lap. So yeah, it's Fat Blocky Man on pole position here in Imola. LGS though, I think you're right, it's still on a lap. I don't think it'll be enough, you know, but it could be. No, it's not enough. He's gone to P13. But Fat Blocky Man has pole position in Imola. Brilliant lap there. Very close between the top two. The whole top 10, not even separated by seconds. Look at the gap. Look at the gap. Look at the gap between Matt Vettel and Fairley and 9th and 8th to 9th. That is so close. You can't even fit your arm through that gap. It's that close. Oh, if the race is anything like qualifying, we should be in for a cracker. Oh, a great pole position. I think that's 2 poles in a row by the Mercedes driver. So that's all good for him. We're going to go to lights out in a minute after the formation lap and after drivers can adjust their strategies. Jaff has said if it's on the cards, a P17 to P1. So the whole of the top 16 was covered by 9 tenths. That's how close it was. Not even the fastest tier. It can also show you how close the drivers are put together, especially with their time trial times when signing up. It just shows that they can do it in racing as well, not just time trial. I like the form of Fat Blocky Man. Pole. He won the race last week in dominant fashion, actually. It's like 5 seconds up the road. I'm going to go Fat Blocky Man as first. The other 2 on the podium, I'm going to go for TD. I think he'll have a good race. And then I'm going to go Valet. Oh, that could be a good shout. There is a high chance of DRS train, so if he plays his cards right on the final few laps, he could get higher up the order. As we're seeing everyone outside the top 10, but Evan and Chris go on the medium compound as it stands. We know that can change. We know that can change to them going on the mediums. Maybe they've gone for like a drink or something. But everyone else is on medium, so this is going to be quite full of drama in the midfield, because the soft runners will want to get the positions early and get rid of the medium runners so they can keep up with the other soft runners. Jaff has asked us. Yes, Jaff has asked us. Would he get pole? Yes, not pole, points, sorry. Yes or no? You know what? I'm going to also say yes. I reckon it's going to be a drama-packed race. That sounds very good for all of us, you know. It could rain in this race, we never know. But we could have a bit of rain coming near the end. That's why some of these drivers go on mediums instead of softs. But we'll have to see. So we're waiting for this 5-minute break, because that's what we do so everyone can get ready, have drinks. Oh, and we're starting as soon as I say that. We're starting with our 20-second countdown. I'm going to keep an eye on the drivers at the back. And they've all gone onto the mediums. So Evan and Chris have changed from the softs and are now onto the medium compound. As I said, it can change, and it has. Oh, this is going to be spicy. And I also like the way. Well done all the attendants as well, guys. 20 drivers. Full grid for us today. As we're now starting the formation lap. Fat Blocky Man, lead the way. best strategy would definitely be soft medium, or medium soft if you're on the alternate strategy. Box about lap 13ish, 12-13, go on to the mediums, and then you want to just stick them out to the end of the race. It's going to be a very close one, to be fair, especially if there's any safety cars that could throw like the medium runners who want to box onto the softs from what they started on into the lead of this race on the softs. It could throw everything up into the air. Can we talk about this again? 2 weeks in a row, I want to say. It's been a Mercedes sandwich. Both Mercedes. Yep. Oh, that must be a bulky sandwich. When did the AI take over around here? I think they've taken over now. No, not yet. Now they have. Now the AI takes over on the exit of the final corner. Yeah, the strategy is a 2-stop from soft hard, but I don't think that'll be the right strategy, because the game offers you one, because I don't think drivers can take the tyres that long into the race. Let's see who gives us a good view of the lights. Mainly from the... We are about to go racing here. One winner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's pedal to the metal with green in Imola. Fat Blockerman gets a really good start here. The two Aston Martins fighting for P2 here. Some cars slow off the line. We're going into turn 1. Is there any drama? No, there's not. Fat Blockerman leads the way. Valet, then Blair, TDM, fairly... Oh, and there's been a big crash. Callum, Alfie, and Chris, all in a crash there. It does look like that. We'll see. Well, the other two have lost their front wings completely, so they'll have to box. But in the pack, Phoenix getting a bit loose there into Aqua Minerale. It's all sort of calming down at the end of this first lap, but there are some cars that really want to make up some moves. And then there's Jaffa around the outside of Evan into the chicane. A bit of an opportunistic move there, and he's actually managed to get it done. But they're battling hard into the Robatzas. But Evan back. Oh, and Evan's hit the back of Jaffa. Oh, and Evan's gone wide. Yeah, he's hit the back of Jaffa. I don't know if he's got any damage. I think he does. Yeah, he does. He's boxing. Oh, that's heartbreak for Evan. He just broke a bit too late. He wasn't expecting Jaffa's braking and just went straight into the back of him. Valet gets a bit loose off the exit of turn 2. We'll see what if anyone else dares to make a move here. Oh, he definitely does it. Oh, and there's been a crash. It's Ads and Jaffa. Oh, Jaffa. Jaffa's round. Oh, he probably made the move into the Vilnius chicane, and it's probably just... Oh, and he spun again. Alfie stayed out, so it doesn't look like he actually got any damage from that turn 1 altercation. But, oh, that's unlucky there for Jaffa and Ads. Oh, and there's been another crash. LGS. He spun at the exit of Aqua Minerale. A very easy thing to do. But lap 2, oh, that must be where everyone's together and you can make the most of where you are on the grid. It's the worst moment to spin. That's now this is all, but it looks like that most of the car drivers are using a lot of overtaking, using a lot of their ERS. CT and Fairley have some really good overtake compared to everyone else. Everyone else is in the 30s to 40s. Yes, he has. Oh, but TD's gone wide! As I say that, he could be in a good shout here. He's gone off at the Vilnius chicane on the exit. He just dropped the rear a bit. Callum spun at Emilia-Romagna there. We're going to see what else happens. Yeah, we're going to definitely keep an eye on the two leaders. Blair goes a bit wide. I think he's struggling a bit here, Blair. But with TD now, I think he can sort of focus a bit on the cars ahead. It's Fairley. It's about 7 tenths behind, so he wants to close in the 7 tenths of the two cars in front. He's used a lot of ERS. But look at Valet. Oh, and Callum's speeding into the pit lane. He's retired from the race. He's retired from the pit lane. But here we come. That Blocky Man and Valet could have a decent... If Valet gets a decent exit, it could be side by side down this main straight. We're going to see what happens here. Here comes Valet. He stopped using... And... Oh, and that's... Matt getting a 3-second time penalty. Valet takes the lead into turn 1. He now just wants... Oh, wait! He's getting a lot very loose on the exit there. He now wants... Oh, and Alfie died. He's on the exit of the... Safety car! On the exit of the final corner. On the exit... Yep. That's allowing Evan and Chris back up. To catch back up. But Alfie must have spun on the exit of the final corner. And he's just... Yeah, he's spun and gone into the wall. Oh, that is not good there. For the Mercedes driver. Oh, this is going to be mental now. Because we've got a safety car. It gives Valet sort of keeping the lead. It's given him like the track position here. His DRS also won't be enabled for another 3 laps. There is a safety car on track. So, and it allows him to charge all these ERS back up. Same with everyone else. You would stay out on the softs. Because you wouldn't want to risk going on the hards. Everyone else staying out. Oh, Valet and Blocky Man are in. Jaffa says, do you like my move or spin? I love them both, mate. They're on the hards, actually. Everyone's coming in for the hard compound tyres. This could actually put the medium runners in a brilliant position here. If they go on the softs at the end, these guys are on old hards. Oh. Everyone's going on the hards. I don't think the mediums will be able to make it from here. They might have to make another stop. They might have to make another stop. Yes, definitely. But we'll see what happens. Very exciting, a very interesting strategy choice by some drivers here. Because if you saw that in, say, like Tier 1, they were... But it probably shows the aggression of these drivers, you know, that they want to race hard. So they've all boxed. Ads. And the only one to stay out on the softs was Ads, actually. Ads has gone into another set of softs. I think that was from the start. No, he ain't. That's Valet. Oh, no. Valet, sorry, he's on another set of softs. That's an interesting one. Yeah, and everyone from softs either's brought from hards to mediums, unless you're Valet and gone into softs. Matt stayed on the softs, he's not boxed, but some of these medium runners here, brilliant position, because they've still got like another 10 laps till their pit window. We're going to see what happens. And the safety car restart, probably start up next lap. The drivers have to get behind the safety car and it has... Oh, but Jaffa comes in. Jaffa boxes. I don't think they would be. Actually, it could have been duty, obviously. Oh yeah, both stayed out, so that's a weird one, you know. These box jobs, I don't know if that was a good choice. That could have been a good choice. We never know what could happen. There could be a another safety car, and it could throw everything up into the air, or they could not be, and like the medium runners might just not be able to light up their soft tyres. We do not know so far. This does have all the makings of a really good race. No, it's in this lap. Safety car is in this lap. Yes, that was a brilliant line. I reckon he'll bolt coming up the final corner. We'll see. He does have control. And I'm right, he does bolt coming out the final corner. Right. Let's see what happens in turn one. I think there's been a move further back. Valet's overtaken ads. And maybe going for LGS. Oh, and Tom Clark has to go straight on. Oh, and Valet's gone wide. Oh, he's nearly round. He's actually kept that very well. Fat blocking man on the inside of ads now. He's done the move. And fairly gets past ads. That was all due to Valet getting a bit loose on the exit of turn 2. And they were able to get by. So, oh, and there's Seb's rounds. Again, out of the hairpin. He's lost his front wing. This is going bad. This is going from bad to worse at the hairpin for him. Tom Clark. Oh, Blair around the outside of Tom Clark. That's a decent move. They had to go a bit off track. That's a very good move. And now as past Tom Clark. Tom Clark is sinking like a rock in water. Let's see what happens further upfield. Valet down the inside of LGS. Oh, they've touched. Oh, and LGS keeps it, but he's gone wide. He's gone straight back in front. Oh, fat blocky man here. We're going to see what happens. Down into turn 1. Oh, it's going to be close maybe between blocky man if he uses a bit of overtake. He does. As we're now going down into turn 1. Fat blocky man will go for the outside line on LGS. Brakes earlier. He's nearly gone round there. Yes, it's very insensible, this train. Oh, and that's Chris off. It's going bad to worse for Chris. He's just not liking turn 1 apparently. Sem's DNF'd. Don't blame him, but he could have kept going. But look at this train. Both Aston... No, actually, it's not both Aston Martins leading this train. It's LGS and the Alpine. And that's Chris. Round again, I think. Yeah, it is. All side by side between TDM and Az. TDM holds the position through Aqua Minerale, but TD, sorry, not TDM. TD gets a... Oh, but it's lag. Wow. Well done, game. You've trolled me there. Oh, but Az spins on the exit of the chicane. Oh, my God. Valet's caught up so much to the cars in front. The 3 leading cars. Let's see what happens now. As DRS is now enabled. Let's see what happens now between this train. Yeah, he could maybe go for him. No, he's too far back. They're all too far back for a move here. But let's see what Fat Blocky Man does. LGS actually extends the gap on the straight. He's actually had a brilliant straight there to extend the gap and keep it. But Valet, that must have been a brilliant move on Rossi. I'm so... He's got to have to box again because he has to box into a different compound. But it seems he's not charging. He knows what he has to do. He knows he has to get away, and that's exactly what he is doing. He's absolutely flying. He has used a lot of overtake though, which could affect him in the long run. But he's absolutely flying. Fat blocky man trying to get LGS again. Let's see how this works. TDM gets his team. Why am I calling him TDM? I see the A here and then I call him TDM. Alright, TD. I'm going to call him T from now on. T gets past Ads, and now Ads is defending from Blair here. Blair is actually bracing quite hard. Oh, and Fat Blocky Man down the inside of LGS again. Someone's gone down the inside of LGS. Don't forget about Fairly. It's nearly 3 wide. Oh! Oh, and then LGS goes off. Oh, and LGS is out. Oh my god, drama. And also TD's gone. T's gone. That was... oh my god. Oh. Fairly must have got... That has to get removed. Fairly must have overtook Valet when Valet went off, but Valet must have been on the track a bit. So it was the yellow flags, but it was ignoring yellow flags. And Jaffa said, that's why I pit. So... it must be the lead getting changed first, because it was nearly 3. I was watching the Fairly, Fat Blocky Man, and the LGS battle. They were nearly 3 wide down the straight. So I heard you commentating over that, but I didn't think it would have been too much. But it really was. They're probably coming in for hards. They won't be able to take softs another 22 laps. No, Barney's in medium. For softs. Yeah, better set of softs prepared. Most of the medium runners are coming in for more mediums. Valet's coming for mediums. Oh, that could be good for him. That could be really good for Matt here. Especially being... and this also helped Valet get his pit stop done. I know it cost him a bit of a front wing and a bit of time, but it's let him get his pit stop done. He needed to do this to get changed onto a different compound. That was a big crash though. Like, it was all kicking off. There was... Rossi. No, not Rossi. Let me have a look. Yeah. Ah, it was Matt, wasn't it? It was Matt. Barney was overtaking Matt, wasn't he? Oh, wait. I've just been told by Jaffa they can't hear you. Is your audio included? Oh, that's weird then. Well, for some reason, the party's not letting me include Zaki's audio. I don't know why that's happening, because usually... let me go into the Twitch quick.